entire discussion after this why this is not an insult and things like that. But like, one of my kids looks over at my other kids, and I guess he had picked the word up from, I'm guessing, one of his friends at school, and he goes, "Ah, Judah, you're such a lesbian." I was so just trying to have that parenting moment where I did not die laughing, but I did, and I felt so, and I was like, okay, guys, admittedly funny, but first of all, for a man, that's not really an insult, and second of all,
God, that's gay. And they were like crying nonstop, and I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys aren't gay. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, and so then the girls are like, oh my God. They're like, this is so embarrassing. They're like, you guys are sissies. And I'm like, when did you guys become so mean? And I was like, first of all, I was like, you don't call people gay. I was like, that's not an insult. And I was like, why do you think that's an insult? And they're like, it's not necessarily an insult. And I was like, no, but why did you use it as an insult? And
yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, and I was like, but why did you use it as an insult? And they were like, because they were hugging each other. And I was like, do you not think that two best friends can hug each other? And they were like, not if they're boys. And I was like, but you guys hug each other. And they were like, yeah, but we're girls. And I was like, oh my fucking God.
I don't know what brought it up one time, and I was like, I love y'all no matter what. You like girls, you like boys, whatever you want to do. I love you, I support you, I'm here for you. Like, and like, my son is literally like, my youngest son, he was like, oh, Mom, I'm not gay. And I was like, that's not the point. Even if you were, I wouldn't be anything I would care about. Like, all I care about is that you're happy. And I'm just like, y'all need to stop thinking about words this way, because they're not negative. Like, we have to have whole discussions about this shit.
Dude, when I was a kid, okay, and I know this for a fucking fact, I wasn't like thinking about like gay girls, any of that until I was like 15, right? Why the fuck are the kids nowadays like
no,
you know
my
what I mean?
7-year-old has zero
so
interest
much younger, and I'm not even a parent.
No, my 7-year-old has zero interest in like, he doesn't even really look at like girls, boys, like anything. I don't even know. I just don't know with him. But my older one was a little Romeo from, and I'm just like, that's why, like, I try to be like, well, you know, like, I love you no matter what you want, because I don't know with him, and I don't know where we're going. And so,
no, the kids nowadays, they're like, all the things that I was saying when I was like 15 years old, they're saying now at their age. And I'm like, this is what I was talking about when I was 15. Like, actually, like, I actually did try to do that when I was 12.
It honestly, like, the knowledge of sexual stuff has continued to get lower and lower in our teens, and I don't know if I like it, but it's just how it is.
I don't like it. No, dude, when I was fucking 12, dude, girls like were the last thing on my fucking mind. Like, didn't give a fuck. I cared about airsoft, paintball, video games, and digging my freaking hole to China. Which I spent a lot of time on. I almost got there. I literally dug a 12-foot hole. Very proud about that.
I mean, I agree with you, but this is where it is now that we have to deal with the kids.
Yeah, they're being indoctrinated now, so that's why.
I don't know if there's indoctrination.
I think it is.
No,
I think it's society's
the education system.
Become more
sexual.
sexual. I think the society's become more sexual, and this is something. And you guys probably not agree with me on this one. This is something I do like about the conservative movement, is the idea of less sexuality, right? Not that I'm sitting here and saying that people shouldn't be who they are or whatever, right? but I do think that we need to. I think that there's
we need to make people repressed.
No, it's not government's business.
I think that we need to let society. Not sexual. Maybe I said this wrong. I've seen an increase in like sitting here and being like, oh, women can do this, do that, men can be whatever, right? That's fine, right? Women can dress however they want, men can be whatever they want, women can be whatever they want. It's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like how we sexualize people in society.
You mean like talking about people going into bathrooms automatically assuming that when people going into a bathroom they want to fuck? Because like, let me tell you, when I go into a bathroom, I'm doing my business. And even when I've gone into a man's bathroom, which I've done multiple times at sporting events, concerts, or wherever the bathroom's too long, I'm not going in there to fuck you.
No.
I'm
talking more about like we see on like social media, right? Where to get likes, you have to.
But the government can't. The government can't moderate social media.
No, I'm saying that the conservative value of dressing more modestly, at a certain age, whatever, right?
Wait, so I shouldn't put on a dress?
Huh? Dude, I'm sorry. I see TikTok on a daily basis, and it's like 15-year-olds in fucking things that show their fucking ass. That's insane. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's kind of insane. Like, that's
okay. This is getting way too. But what was she wearing?
No, it's not about what she's wearing. I'm sitting here and saying is that we as a society we sexualize women. And why do we sexualize women? First of all, because we don't teach our young men to keep their hands to their fucking selves. I also think that I don't have a problem with modesty. I'm sorry.